You or someone you know has been hurt or killed through an electric shock, and you found me, and I'm glad you did. I'm Cliff Roberts. I've been handling electrocution cases since 1992, and I'll never forget my first electrocution case. The fellow called me from a burn unit hospital down in Galveston, Texas. Cliff, I've had 5 surgeries. I'll never be able to work again. My employer has comp, and that's all I'm getting, and it's not enough for my family. What can I do? Well, I investigated the case, and I found out the employer sent him up in a bucket truck to wash the top of the roof, and the bucket truck had no insulation. It had no instructions or warnings. He was never trained to go up in the truck. There was no safety meetings. There was no safety officer. There was no pre-safety planning with any electricians or anything else. So I found that the employer was grossly negligent and bordering on intentional willful acts. So we brought the employer in a direct lawsuit. Then we brought in the manufacturer of the bucket truck because there was no insulation, there was no warning mechanism as you got close to the line. Also, that we brought in the distributor of the bucket truck because they leased the truck to the employer. And then we brought in the power company. The power company did not de-energize the lines. They knew the work was about to happen. They also had been out to the property several times before and had seen that the lines were within 10 feet of the building in violation of the National Electric Safety Code. Also, the top line was within 15 feet of the roof, which was another violation of the National Electric Safety Code. The employer had violated so many codes in OSHA that we named every one of them and brought them in on an intentional tort. And so by the time it was over, all 4 of them brought money to the table. My client was very happy, and it taught me one lesson. In every single case, you have to dig deep to find all the parties involved. So what type of cases do we look for? Well, you have to have severe injury or death. Severe injury can be burns, it can be neurological damage, brain damage, heart damage, even orthopedic injuries from a fall. But it's got to be a severe injury or death because the cases are very expensive to pursue. You have to have forensic experts or electrical engineers to work the cases up. And so you really do need a severe injury or a death to pursue the case. So what types of cases do we see here most often? Well, they can fall in one of 4 categories. 1, power line cases. 2, faulty wiring or grounding. 3, defective products. Or 4, miscellaneous. And many times we see that frontline workers are the ones that get exposed and get hurt the most, but we also see innocent victims that had nothing to do with work. So you may be asking, will I win my case? And if so, how much? And I can tell you that if we take your case, we believe you're going to win it. We will assemble a team of experts to help on the case to prove causation. We'll assemble a team of lawyers if necessary at no extra charge to you. And we'll look at every single law that applies to your case. OSHA, National Electric Safety Code, state statutes, state codes, state regulations, local ordinances. Every single law that applies to your case, even tort laws and negligence laws. So we'll put all that together, we'll prove causation, we'll prove that certain parties are at fault for your accident. Then we come to damages. How much is the case worth? And at that point, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what your case is worth, but I know this. I'll ask for every single element the law allows for your case. This is not greed. This is fairness for you, and it translates to maximum compensation for you. We will ask for lost wages, medical expenses, pain and suffering, mental anguish, disfigurement, impairment, loss of consortium in certain cases, and even punitive damages in certain cases. So this is what the law allows. That's why we're going to ask for you what we can, and I can give you 2 promises. 1, you'll never ever pay me a fee unless we make a cash recovery for you. And 2, you will always have the power to say, yes, I want that settlement, or no, I don't. Continue to fight, and we will. So I hope this has answered some of your questions, and I hope that you'll call me so that I can help you.